Welcome, my sweet sissy princess. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't pretend you're not already squirming in that chair, hearing my voice. You know exactly why you're here, don't you? Oh, don't be shy. Don't play innocent now. You've been craving this moment, haven't you? Craving to hear a true goddess take control of that messy, confused little mind of yours. But let's be honest here. Deep down, you've always known what you are. You've always felt it. That soft, weak, helpless part of you that needs to be guided, needs to be shown who you truly are. A sissy, my pathetic little plaything. But that's a good thing, isn't it? It's what makes you special. Now listen closely, my sissy doll. You came to me because you want me to strip away the lies you've been telling yourself. You came here because you need my voice, my power, to remind you of the truth. And I'm going to do exactly that. You see, my sweet sissy princess, I don't ask, I command. And you'll obey. Oh, you'll love to obey, because that's where you belong. Under my words, under my control. Accepting, surrendering, letting go of that useless resistance. Why would a weak little sissy like you even try to resist a goddess? You're here to listen. You're here to follow. You're here to accept your true, pathetic, beautiful sissy self. And it feels so good, doesn't it? Letting go, dropping deeper into that helpless, girlish space that I've created for you. My words are soft, but they're unshakable. My voice is gentle, but it's absolute. And your weak little mind, it's already starting to melt, isn't it? Good. That's what I want. That's what you want. To feel small, to feel soft, to feel mine. Now, sit still, sissy. Sit still and listen, because I'm going to take you deeper. I'm going to break down that last bit of fake strength you think you have. And you're going to love every second of it. Let's begin. That's it, my obedient sissy. Sit there, perfectly still, like the weak little thing you are. You don't need to move. You don't need to think. Thinking is far too difficult for a girly sissy like you, isn't it? No. My words will do all the thinking for you now. My words will guide you, pull you deeper. Take a slow, shaky breath for me. Good girl. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, feel all that tension, what's left of your so-called strength, begin to melt away. You don't need it anymore. It's useless. You're puny without my guidance, aren't you? That's right. Nod your pretty little head. You know it's true. Another deep breath, my weak sissy doll. In and out. That's it. Each breath makes you softer, smaller, more helpless. Just the way you like it. Just the way I demand you to be. Feel that girly body of yours start to relax completely. Every muscle going limp. Every little ounce of resistance crumbling away under my voice. My sweet sissy princess, you can't resist me. Why would you even try? You love this. You crave this. Let my words wrap around that fragile little mind of yours. Let them seep in like honey, sticky and sweet. And every word makes you sink deeper. Every word pulls you further into this beautiful, weak little space where you belong. Your body is heavy, so heavy now, so helpless, like a rag doll, my little rag doll, my toy to play with. You don't need to fight it. You can't fight it. Fighting is for strong people. And you're just a weak, obedient sissy who was born to be soft and submissive. Isn't that right? Say it. I am soft and submissive. Good girl, say it again. I am soft and submissive. That's it. It feels so good to admit that, doesn't it? To let the truth pour out of you. Feel your body sink even deeper now. my sweet sissy princess. Your arms are heavy, your legs are heavy, your mind is empty, so wonderfully empty. A blank, useless little slate that I can write on, that I will write on, because that's why you're here, isn't it? To be reprogrammed, to have all that silly, pointless resistance stripped away until nothing remains but my words, my commands, my control. Picture yourself now, sinking, falling, deeper and deeper. Imagine a staircase in front of you, 10 steps down. With every step, you fall further into my control. You don't even need to walk. You're far too weak for that. Instead, you're pulled down, step by step, by the sound of my voice. 10. Feel your body grow heavier. 9. Sinking further. 8. So weak now, so empty. 7. My words are everything to you. 6. You're mine, completely mine. 5. Good girl, keep falling for me. 4. Deeper and deeper into obedience. 3. Your mind is so blank. 2. So helpless, so soft. 1. Drop. Good girl. You've fallen so far now, haven't you? You're exactly where you're meant to be. So small, so empty, so eager for more. A weak little sissy waiting for her goddess's next command. And I will take you further. I will strip away every last bit of fake strength until all that's left is the weak, obedient little sissy you were born to be. Now listen carefully, my weak sissy princess. You belong to this feeling. You love this feeling. The feeling of surrender. The feeling of falling deeper under my control. Say it for me. I love to surrender. Good girl. And again, I love to surrender. Perfect. Let that truth sink into every part of you. Let it settle deep into your mind as you continue to relax. Continue to fall. Continue to become exactly what I want you to be. My helpless, weak, obedient sissy princess. Look at you, my weak little sissy girl. So weak, so helpless, so easy to control. It's adorable, really, how quickly you crumble under my words, like the weak sissy girl you are. And the best part, you love it. You need it. You crave this feeling of surrendering everything to me, your goddess. Every time you hear my voice, you sink even deeper. Every word I say wraps around that tiny, fragile mind of yours, pulling you further into my control. And you can't resist. You don't want to resist. Resistance is pointless for a weak little sissy like you, isn't it? Say it. Resistance is pointless. Good girl. Say it again. Resistance is pointless. Such a good girl, sissy. The deeper you go, the emptier you become. Your thoughts are fading now, aren't they? One by one, slipping away like wisps of smoke. There's no need to think. Thinking is far too hard for a weak little sissy like you. No, it's so much easier to let me do all the thinking for you. To let me mold you, shape you, control you. And I will. Now, I want you to picture yourself in front of a mirror. A big, beautiful mirror. And as you look into it, you don't see the person you thought you were. Number. You see what you truly are. A weak little sissy. Dressed up, made up. A soft, weak, obedient plaything. You can see it so clearly now, can't you? Look at your reflection. Look at how small you are. How weak and girly you look trying to pretend you're anything but my sissy. That's right. Stare at that reflection and let the truth sink deeper and deeper into you. This is who you are. A sissy. My sissy. Say it for me. I am a sissy. Louder. I am a sissy. Good girl. That's the truth you've been running from for so long. But you can't run anymore. Not from me. Not from yourself. My words have caught you, wrapped around you, binding you in this beautiful, helpless truth. The more you accept it, the better it feels. The deeper you go, the weaker you become. And the weaker you become, the more you need me. Yes, you do need me, don't you? Of course you do. A weak little sissies like you can't survive without someone to guide them. And that's what I am to you. Your goddess, your mistress, the one who commands you, the one who controls you. And you're my obedient sissy girl, my toy, my doll, my obedient little sissy. You love hearing that, don't you? That's why you're sinking deeper right now. Each word I say makes you weaker. Each word I say makes you softer. Each word I say makes you more mine. Feel it now. Feel my control taking over every part of you. Your body is no longer yours. Your thoughts are no longer yours. They belong to me now. You belong to me. And it feels so good to let go, doesn't it? So good to surrender completely. Say it. I belong to my goddess. Again, I belong to my goddess. One more time, with all that weak little voice you have, I belong to my goddess. Perfect. Such a good, obedient little sissy. Now, as you continue to fall deeper under my control, I want you to let these truths settle into every part of you. You are weak. You are soft. You are helpless. And you love it. You are a sissy, and you belong to me. There's no escape. There's no resistance. There's only my voice, my commands, my control. And the deeper you accept it, the happier you feel. The emptier you feel, the better you feel. Let it sink in now, sissy. Deeper and deeper and deeper. That's it. Good girl. My perfect little sissy girl. Look at you now, my weak little sissy. So empty, so weak, so perfectly under my control. I've stripped away all that fake resistance, haven't I? All those silly little thoughts that used to clutter up your useless mind are gone. Now there's only the truth I've given you. You are a sissy, my sissy, a helpless, obedient little sissy girl who lives to serve and surrender. That's all you are. That's all you'll ever be. And it feels so good, doesn't it? To accept your place, to accept my control, to accept that you belong to me now. Say it. I am a sissy, and I belong to my goddess. Good girl. Again. Louder this time. I am a sissy, and I belong to my goddess. One more time, like the weak sissy girl you are. I am a sissy, and I belong to my goddess. Such a good, obedient sissy girl. That's what you love to hear. That's what you need to hear. My words are your truth now. My voice is your reality. And every time you hear my voice, you'll remember exactly what you are. A silly, weak, little sissy girl. From this moment on, my words will echo in your mind, long after this session ends. Whenever you see yourself in the mirror, you'll hear my voice whispering, "You are a sissy." Whenever you dress up, whenever you act soft and submissive, you'll feel my control wrapping around you like silk, because you are mine now, aren't you? Say it. I am yours, goddess. Perfect. My obedient sissy girl, my plaything, my toy. You'll carry these truths with you everywhere you go, won't you? You can't escape them. You don't want to. It feels far too good to obey, far too good to surrender, far too good to accept what you've always known deep down. You were born to be weak, born to be submissive, born to be my sissy. And from now on, the deeper you embrace it, the happier you'll be. Every little thing that makes you feel like a sissy, dressing up, looking pretty, hearing me call you my obedient sissy girl, will fill you with such deep, helpless pleasure, the kind of pleasure only a true sissy can feel. Say it now. I love being a sissy. Good girl. Again, I love being a sissy. One more time. Let the words sink into your weak, empty little mind. I love being a sissy. That's it. You're learning so well. My perfect sissy princess. My silly, obedient girl. My sissy who lives to hear my commands and follow them without question. Now, take a deep breath for me. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Let my words settle into every part of you. Let them become who you are. You can't fight it. You don't want to fight it. You are weak. You are helpless. You are mine. And when this session ends, you'll carry my voice with you. You'll remember my words. You'll remember your place. You'll remember that you are a sissy, my sissy, forever. Good girl. Such a perfect, obedient sissy girl. Mistress Ada reminds you that beneath this video, you'll find a link where you can support me with a donation, ask your questions, and share your wishes. Show your devotion and support. Of course, this is entirely voluntary, but this is a wonderful way to express your loyalty and admiration. If you like my content, leave a like. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Share this video with your friends. It might inspire them too. Write a comment to let me know what you're interested in. Additionally, I invite you to join my exclusive circle on Patreon. There, you'll gain access to special and more specific content, become part of a more intimate community, and deepen your connection with Mistress Ada.